IPv6 routing, one of my favorite topics. Let's start with the Next Hop Redundancy Protocols, NHRPs. You probably know them. There is a new one we will discuss first. It's called Subnet Router Anycast. It is a nice IPv6 embedded function that can replace your common NHRPs like HSRP or VRRP, depending on what vendor you're using. Subnet Router Anycast uses one router address, which means all host bits are set to 0. So if you have a network like in the example /64, your subnet router anycast is the same address like the network address before. It's all zeros. All routers can listen to this multicast address if they are configured to. And all hosts can send traffic to this address, and a router will forward this traffic. So this is an easy replacement for HSRP or VRRP if you want to use it. The downside is the convergence time is a bit high, so you might still want to use the common NHRPs because you can tune the timers and get sub-second conversions if you like. Let's have a look at VRRP. VRRP is an open standard and it is defined in RFC 5798. It is supported by IPv6 and IPv4. And it offers sub-second convergence. Subnet Router Anycast and also the standard router advertisements use the neighbor cache timeout, which can be up to 38 seconds. So if your router goes missing, it can take 38 seconds until your host realizes and chooses another router. So in VRRP, you can have sub-second convergence. Your router is gone and now your new router is already working. How does it work? On the bottom you can see an image. On the left is VRRP version 2 for IPv4. There is a virtual IP address between the two routers, and your next hop or your client or your other machine in your LAN is routing towards the virtual IP address, the VIP. In VRRP version 3 for IPv6, we still have this virtual IP address, but the difference is that the router advertisement is sent via the VIP. So the other host has an entry of a router with a MAC address in its tables, and this MAC address is from router A in this case. And if it fails, router B sends a router advertisement within 1 second if you tune the timers, and then router B is used. So this is really nice. The concept is the same. And remember, this is an open standard. The other one is HSRP v2. This is Cisco proprietary. Functionally, it's identical with HSRP for IPv4. The active router sends a router advertisement, and if it fails, the backup router sends an advertisement because it takes over the active state. It's the same concept also like in VRRP. And also with HSRP, you can have sub-second failover if you like.